Howdy, howdy, here we go. BFFA Season 2. This is where the excitement begins, where you get to learn where your team sits in the draft order for your specific tier. This is the official bowl we'll be using today. I found it in a bottom cupboard. I think it may be for salads. I don't really know. Let's just get to it. First of all, if you haven't signed up on the site yet on Real Fantasy Football, do so. Sign up, register, pay the $4.99 poundage, and then we can put these draft orders I'm about to draw into order on the site. So here we go. We're going to draft the third tier first, draw the third tier first. They go into the bowl, and we're going to draw from the 10th spot down to the first spot, because it's incredibly, incredibly tense that way. Drafting 10th in the third tier of BFFA is Ed's team. We'll be drafting 10th and 11th, though, because it's a snake-style draft. So you get the 10th and 11th pick, and then from there on out, you'll do the same. Here we go. Drafting 9th in the third tier. So that would be 9th pick and 12th pick. Tom Mitchum's team. So Tom just joined us the other day. Welcome both Ed and Tom to the league. Welcome all these third-tier teams to the league, in fact. Sorry, I wanted to bend that one. Pull it down. Here we go. Here we go. And drafting 8th in the third tier, that would be Mr. Rob Kirby. And we'll be posting these up on the BFFA site later, as well as changing your draft order in your league on the Real FF site. So check that out. So drafting 7th in the third tier is Liam Bednarski. Once again, welcome everybody to the league. I know this isn't as cool, especially this part, I'm doing this, as a lovely supermodel with her hand in a glass bowl moving 2 balls, but sorry, Sylvia, we'll talk about that later. So drafting 6th in third tier, your third tier admin, Robbie Hall. He will more than likely take a swan. You may even try to trade up and take 3 swans. I don't know. Anyway, drafting 5th in the third tier, the 5th draft choice. That would be Tara and Brett. We're down to the top 4 draft choices. This is where you get into some of those real interesting players. I'm not going to claim to be a fantasy expert, but Alexis Sanchez I would take first. Drafting 4th is Mr. Greg Collins. Huge Man United fan. Hope I'm not speaking out of turn there, but he's not taking Di Maria, but I think he's okay with that. Drafting 3rd in the third tier, Mr. Chris Foley will get 3rd pick. And here we are, down to the 1st and 2nd choices in the third tier. Drafting 2nd is Jesse Thompson. He gets the number 2 pick in the third tier, and of course that then leaves us with drafting 1st. This is unbelievable. I just realized. Drafting 1st in the third tier are the guys from Real Fantasy Football. That's ridiculous. This has been totally rigged. So those guys, I guess we're really going to now we're really going to find out. They get the 1st draft choice in their tier. We're gonna learn a lot about them. That's pretty funny. All right, to the 2nd tier, and here these are. Here we go. The 2nd tier, otherwise known as 2. Maybe we'll change that to D. Maybe that should be D. Phil, if you're watching this, do D. Here we go. Drafting 10th in the 2nd tier. The 10th and 11th picks. Benevolent Repercussion. We just missed the cut last year to be in the Supreme tier. So they got their work cut out for them. I believe Ben's going to have his son do most of the work here. So, sorry, bending a couple more of these down here. Make sure we're good and tight. Here we go. The 9th pick in the second tier goes to Miss Sylvia, the Globes. She had a tough year last year, but I think she's ready to rock again because her Chicago Cubs are doing well, so she's probably in a good mood. Probably wants to win everyone's money now. Drafting 8th in Tier 2. Getting Yom. I don't even know. Is that how you say that, Corey? For God's sake. What kind of name is that? Something to do with a gnome? Get it? I haven't Googled it yet because I've been afraid to for fear of some Urban Dictionary crap. All right, drafting 7th in Tier 2. The team that took Yaya last year and wanted to kill himself and everyone around him. Music City will be drafting 7th. Pretty good spot to be. Drafting 6th in Tier 2, your admin, AC Reykjavik Bay Cactus. Excuse me, I was at the walk-in clinic yesterday. Not the free clinic, the Wausau clinic, or the walk-in clinic, so behave yourself. So we are now down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Drafting 5, number 5 in Tier 2. Mr. Peter Kelly and his new squad. Once we find out what everybody's name is, everyone's team's name, they'll be in there for the cup draw in about December. So here we go. The top 4 picks in Tier 2. The 4th pick is going to go to Mr. Gavin Kirkpatrick. He gets number 4. Down to the top 3 picks in Tier 2. Top 3 picks, here we go. Number 3. Excuse me. Mr. Oil. Excuse me. Jeez. I need to get some water. I've had a bronchial thing the last 3-4 days. Wow. They didn't do that yesterday on that fancy World Cup qualifier draw, did they? No, they had boobs and ballet dancers and boobs. The top 2 picks in Tier 2. Here's number 2. The 2nd pick goes to, just joined the league this morning, had to replace someone who dropped out of Tier 2 yesterday afternoon. That's Ali Nyes. I think I may have spelled your name wrong, Ali. Sorry about that. I think it's with a Y. I'll get it right next time. And that means the number 1 pick in Tier 2, Season 2 of BFFA goes to John and Christine. Enjoy that pick. Don't screw it up. And the moment that all the think they know it all the qualifiers last year who fought it out and won their respective divisions, finished top 4 or 5, and scored a lot of points. It's the Supreme tier. Whoops! Actually, 8 of these dudes are going to be competing in the Champion League style competition as well, which is in the first half of the season. And then from here on out, the top 4 finishers, excuse me, the top 4 finishers in each division are then put into the Champion League style competition. So next year we'll have 12 teams, the top 4 from each tier, be in the Champion League style competition. And it has a name, but I can't reveal that yet. It's sponsored by, well, it has a sponsor, let's just say that. The 10th pick, scooching these over. The 10th pick in the Supreme tier, this person's either going to love it or hate it. But the 10th pick goes, I know he'll love it, and he'll start his research right now. It's Granitza Sting. 10th pick, that is. So the 9th pick in the Supreme tier goes to, Bigo won. So Bigo won the whole thing last year, scored the most points, etc., etc. So he has the 9th pick in the Supreme tier. The 8th pick in the Supreme tier goes to Go FYS FC. He gets the 8th pick. Comes the 7th. The 7th choice in the Supreme tier goes to Chucky Pad Warriors. 6th pick. 6th pick in the Supreme tier is going to go to East Loop United. It's the 6th pick. Well, I get one of the top 5 picks right now, so and if I get the top pick, I know you're all going to say, do this crap over, but seriously, I'm not looking at anything. It's all good. It's all good. Top 5, the 5th one. The 5th pick in Supreme tier goes to Sporting Wicker Park. One of the top 3 or 4 teams in the complete league last year. Here we go. 4th pick goes to SB Town, the BFFA Cup winner last year. Jesus, I'm getting one of the top 3 picks. Hope you guys don't make me do this over. I never get the first pick, so see, I told you. 3rd pick goes to Vanishing Spray FC. So it's down to 2, and I'm trying to figure out who's still in this bowl. I know one of them. Here we go. Here we go. Who is it? Number 2 pick goes to Goleta Hotspur, and you can be guaranteed that a striker from Arsenal is taken when the London 49ers, who's actually moving to London, like now or yesterday or tomorrow, takes an Arsenal player for sure with that top pick. So there you have it. We go post these up on the site. And your admin for your division and your tier will then put the draft order into place here in the next day or so. Any questions, let us know. Rock and roll.